All right, I'm very pleased to be joined with Jackie from Big Brothers Big Sisters in Lloydminster to talk about their Bowl for Kids' Sake event. So Jackie, thank you so much for taking time to come and talk to us today.
Thanks for inviting us.
So talk about the Bowl for Kids event. It's a very big event here in the Border City. A lot of people in the community know about it. Just give a little insight into the event itself.
Bowl for Kids has been going on for over 16 years. I've been at Big Brothers Big Sisters for 16 years, and it's been going on for years before that. It is a national fundraiser, so other Big Brothers Big Sisters agencies across the country also run Bowl for Kids. We kind of have a timeline between January and April when they run it, so some people may have heard of it that way. But locally, we have the event every year, and it's very popular. We get a huge turnout from the community and a lot of support.
You mentioned before we off camera that a few years ago when there was no bowling alley, what were some of the alternative ways that you guys did the event before last year when you actually had the event at the bowling alley?
So we had 2 years where there was no bowling alley, and we did a lot of research and different ways that we could still raise that amount of money for the agency, and the only one we came up with was to build our own bowling lanes. So we rented a gym at Jack Kemp School, and we put tables up end to end and on their sides, and we were able to come up with 6 bowling lanes, and they were regulation length, and then we had pin setters, and then we had tables at the end and scoring sheets, and it worked great.
Well, it's always good to come up with alternative ways to do that. Now, you mentioned you were looking for volunteers still. It's a busy time for you guys. How is the amount of volunteers, how's the recruiting process going for the volunteer search for this event?
So we always take volunteers for this event, but as well, we're constantly recruiting volunteers for our agency as well. So they kind of come twofold. As we advertise for the event and people find out about our agency, then they inquire about how they can get involved just generally with the children as well.
I know when we talk to you a few times, we always talk about the need for mentors because there's a waiting list as well. I guess how has that been going over the past bit here, and are you still looking for mentors in Big Brothers and Big Sisters as well?
Yeah, we're always looking for volunteers. As we get those volunteers that learn more about the agency through our advertising and our social media campaign and stuff, we also get families that find out about our agency, and so they join the agency, and then we add to the waiting list. So as we match one, sometimes we get 1 or 2 more, which is great because it means that we're helping lots of kids in the community, but we do always need those volunteers to partner up and be friends with those kids.
Absolutely. So for the bowling event, for people, when is it, and how can people come out and support you guys?
Yeah, it's a little less than a month away, so it's on April 12th and 13th. This year we usually have it on the Friday night from bowling at 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then this year we did something new, so anyone that has kids might think that 8 or 9 is too late to bowl or just isn't available on Friday night. They can bowl on Saturday at 1 or 2 p.m. as well at Lloyd Lanes. And so all they need to do is they need to contact the agency and say they'd like to put in a team to bowl. We'll get them the paperwork, and then they do need to raise a minimum of $50 each a person that's bowling, because it is a fundraiser.
Right, absolutely.
For the agency.
And where does all that money go, just as we're wrapping up here, where does all that money go towards?
That money goes towards supporting the mentoring programs in our agency, so everything we do benefits from the money that we raise at Bowl for Kids.
Absolutely. Well, Jackie, thank you so much for taking time to come down and talk to us today about the event. We're always looking forward to the event every year, and we always enjoy talking to you guys.
Thanks for having us.